Okay, so in this video, I am going to show you the difference between the stream and the classwork. I'm going to show you how to create a topic. I'm going to show you the different types of assignments that you can create and also how to assign, schedule, and post the assignments. So the first thing that I'm going to share is the importance between this posting to the stream and the classwork. So the stream is really meant for announcements, not for posting classwork. It gets really confusing for students when they see classwork posted on the stream because they just start scrolling. They don't know what they're looking for. So the stream is really meant for announcements, and I'm going to show you how to post. So right here on your stream, your homepage, you're going to see share something with your class. Go ahead and click on it. And then you're going to just go ahead and type your announcement. I'm going to say, welcome to sixth grade, my very first post. So before I post, I'm going to make sure that all of my students are going to see it. And when you click on all students, you'll end up seeing your roster right here. And then it's just going to go to my Miss Mitchell class right now. So once I'm finished with my announcement, I'm just going to go ahead and click post. So as soon as I post it, if students are able to see right away what you have announced, what you have posted. So it's really important before you even get into your classwork to make sure that when you assign classwork that it doesn't go to the stream. So the way that you do that, you're going to have to go into your settings. So this icon right here at the top right hand corner, go ahead and click on it. And then if you go down to the bottom, it says classwork on stream, and you want to make sure that your classwork is on hide notifications. So if I click on it, I want to make sure it's hiding notifications on the stream. So as soon as you do that, you're going to go ahead and click save, and then it will take you back to your stream page. Now, hiding the notifications will make sure that your classwork does not post on your stream. So now I'm going to show you how to create a topic, what the different assignments look like, and how to post. So if you go ahead and click up on your classwork tab, you will see a blank page. I have already created 4 different topics. So I'm going to show you how to create a topic and what it will look like when you add it. So you're going to go ahead and click on this create tab, and all the way at the bottom you're going to push topic. So if you're in a self-contained classroom, you're most likely going to have all of your content area topics within one classroom, just like I have created right now. So because I have my core topics, I'm just going to type in PE. This is where you can post PE logs and stuff like that. So your topic is just going to end up right at the top. And what you can do if you don't like that order, you can always just click and drag. So I think it's important to have language arts at the top, but that's just me. So now that I have created my topics, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the different types of assignments you can create and then how to post them. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to go ahead and create, and then I'm going to click on assignment. So this is where students will be able to create their own Google Doc, Google Slides, Google Sheets. You just have to set it up for them to be able to choose which one that they're going to do. So if I want them to create an essay or write an essay, I'm going to go ahead and write my title. So I'm just going to type in essay. I'm then going to write in my instructions, write a 5-paragraph essay. So then, once I'm finished with my instructions, I'm going to go ahead, before I assign it, I'm going to go ahead and come over here to this section. I'm going to make sure that it goes to all my students. It's going into my classroom. I can assign points, however many points that you would like. It just automatically goes to 100. If you don't want it to be graded, you can just say ungraded, but I'll just keep it to 100. So you can assign a due date. Now, keep in mind that when you assign a due date and kids miss that due date, you will get notifications when your students turn in assignments late. this will come into your email. So if you don't want your emails flooded with Google Classroom notifications that your students turned in assignments late, I just recommend keeping the due date off. So now the most important thing that you need to remember is to assign it to a topic. Now, because this is in language arts, I'm going to push on my topic and put it in ELA. You can assign a rubric, but I will show you how to do that in a different video. So now we are ready to assign our essay. What we're going to do before you assign it, you can click down on this arrow and you can assign it, which means that it will show up on your students' classwork right away. You can schedule it, or you can save it as a draft. So if I want to assign it, if I want them to have it right now, I would push assign. If I don't want them to see it yet and I want to schedule it out, you can do that as far in advance as you'd like. So if I don't want them to see it until tomorrow, I'm going to say June 18th, that will be tomorrow, and 8 o'clock is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule it for tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and press schedule. So this means that the students are not going to see it until the following day or whenever you assign it. So I'll show you the difference between what students can and can't see. If your icon is highlighted, then that means it shows up on your student's classwork page. If it is in gray, it means that the students cannot see it. So this one is in gray, my students can't see it yet, and it's scheduled for tomorrow at 8 a.m. So I will now show you how to create a question. Now this is very similar to creating an assignment, but instead of having students write directly on a Google Doc or Google Slides, they're going to write their answers directly on this Google Classroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my title, my question. So I like to put the title in and then put my questions in the instructions. So I'm going to write in a single shard, which is a book that we have been reading, and then I'm going to post my questions. So my students know to look at these questions and then to answer them in the text box that they will see on their screen, which looks a little bit different than ours. So again, before I ask my question, I'm going to make sure that it's on short answer. You can always do multiple choice questions if you'd like. I can assign my points. This is just a quick check. I'm just gonna say it's ungraded. I'm not gonna do a due date. And then I wanna make sure that my topic is in ELA. And then if you look down here, you'll see these two checkboxes. One of them is for the students can reply to each other. Now, keep in mind that if you have this checked, students can see each other's answers. This can be a good or bad thing. I like to keep it checked because usually my students will communicate and collaborate and ask questions within the Google Classroom. If you do not want that, and if you don't want them to see each other's answers, then I highly suggest that you uncheck that. But I do suggest that you always check off when you're creating a question that students can edit their answer. I've had multiple times where students have made a mistake and they want to go back in and fix their answer. Or I have given them feedback and tell them to go back in and fix their errors. So students are able to go back in and edit when I have pushed this button. So now I have gone through all of my tasks, and what I'm going to do is I'm either going to ask right away, or again, I'm going to schedule, or I can just save it as a draft and I want to post it later. But I'm ready to post it right now. So I'm just going to click ask. And then it'll show up right away on their classwork. So students can go into specifically their topics and they will see their assignments right then and there. Super easy. I hope you have found this helpful. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to create a material. So if you just want to post material or resources, you could have a resources tab to your classwork. You're going to click on material. So material, this isn't for students to do any work. It's really for them just for resources if you're having them watch a video or something of that sort. So I am going to post my recording of a single shard, chapter 2. So a single shard, and then chapter 2 recording. So again, I like to post my title always, and then in my description, my instructions or my questions within this second box here. So what I'm going to do is when I'm posting material, I want to add something. I want to add an attachment to my material. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this add button, and what you can do is you can grab it just from your Google Drive. It could be a link from the internet, a file that you've saved, or a YouTube video. So because I had recorded myself reading a single shard, I'm going to come directly to my drive, and let's see. If I go into chapter 2, I will find all of my recordings right here, and it's going to attach. So when I'm ready to post, again, I'm going to make sure that it's for my class that I'm currently in, all of my students, and really make sure that you have that topic. Otherwise, it gets posted to the very top and it's kind of floating around. So when I'm ready, I'm going to post. And then again, your students will see right up at the top your post that you have created. So you'll see the different icons. This one is material, this one's your question, and then this one is your assignment. So those are the differences in your assignments. I hope you have found this helpful.